After filming this commercial, Motley Crue bassist Nikki Sixx called the whole experience a blast, saying, "A hot model, a fast car, a pro fighter, pyrotechnics and rock and roll, what's not to love?" This Kia commercial first aired during this year's Super Bowl, which is a huge event that was primarily watched by men. Kia had to compete against many other car companies that were also showing commercials during the Super Bowl. So why did Kia's A Dream Car for Real Life receive the best rated car commercial by Gilbert Cruz from Time Entertainment? Well, besides the hundreds of women in bikinis, the Kia commercial presents the differences in the typical married couple's fantasies and how Kia's new 2012 Optima could figure into your wildest dreams. The commercial begins with a fairy giving dream dust to the woman, and she immediately goes off into a far-off fairy tale-like land where she's riding a white horse with a handsome young man and a rainbow in the background. The woman's dream is extremely relaxed and even has a nice catchy tune with the lyrics, "Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream, make him the cutest that I've ever seen." As a viewer will see later, the woman's fantasy is much calmer and much more elegant than the man's fantasy, which is much more hardcore and hectic. As the dream fairy approaches the man, he trips over the man's slippers and spills a huge amount of fairy dust all over the man. Suddenly, the entire thing of the commercial changes into a whirlwind of activity, and a nice happy tune changes into a hard rock melody. The man's dream begins with a stationary tire, clearly displaying the Kia symbol on the rim, and seconds later the driver hits the gas, the tire smokes, and the car takes off into a lap of craziness. This is actually the first time in the entire commercial that Kia displayed the Kia symbol. This is because typically cars made by Kia are thought of as cheap family cars that the wife drives. In this commercial, however, Kia is attempting to appeal more to men in the 25 to 35-year-old bracket. And what better event to reveal your new sportier car than the Super Bowl? Kia keeps the manly vibe going, with the next clip being Victoria's Secret angel Adriana Lima waving a checkered flag, which launches the man into his fantasy. As the Kia screeches its tires and races by her, she gives the man a sensual look. Kia does this to hint that if you own the new Kia Optima, then woman will find you desirable. After the man speeds by Adriana Lima, Kia for the first time in the commercial shows the viewer the entire appearance of the car. The new sleek white and fresh-looking Kia does not look anything like the old Kias from 2005. Instead, Kia is attempting to create a more sporty car that will appeal to men. As the commercial continues, you see that the hard rock song playing in the background is actually Motley Crue, who's playing a concert just for the man. The lead singer of Motley Crue points to the driver of the Kia, and the Kia driver gives him back a chill head nod, acting as if it is no big deal. The man's favorite band is playing a concert just for him, as fire shoots above the stage. The scene is suggesting that should you purchase the new Kia Optima, it could raise a man's coolness rating, which could help you meet rock stars. But meeting rock stars isn't the only thing that the new Kia could help you do. As the man continues his lap around the track, he sees hundreds of women in bikinis acting as his fans, and one even mouths, "I love you." So not only is the new 2012 Kia Optima even sportier, cooler, and faster than before, but the new Kia can also act as a chick magnet. Importantly, as the man checks out the girls in the band, he is mellow and cool, as if this kind of thing happens all the time. It is the norm, not an exception, like a dream would be. In the next scene, the man passes a cowboy riding a rhinoceros, which I have to admit is a little confusing, but it may represent the fact that Kia can give man power to dominate the unimaginable. The man continues around the track and passes two men sawing a huge sub, and another scene where a kickboxer kicks off the head of his opponent. These scenes are so bizarre in that the likely implication is that owning a Kia will allow a man to live his own personal fantasy, not just a typical fantasy of some other guy. The commercial continues by showing the man intensely driving the Kia, clearly in the zone and enjoying himself immensely. Then suddenly, the onlookers seem concerned, as the man is shown blasting through the wall of the track. On the other side of the wall, the man is suddenly immersed into his live stream. She is still on the horse and looks back, wondering what the noise is. The man screeches the Kia to a halt, demonstrating the excellent handling of the car. The woman's horse throws her, but the man is there to catch her. So now is he not only living his own fantasy, but the Kia has enabled him to be a hero, a knight in his shiny Kia. The handsome character that was in the woman's dream looks like a loser on a white horse, not a winner in a white Kia. At the end of the commercial, the couple is shown in the Kia together. The woman is smiling and admiring her husband. The man is cool and collected, like this happens all the time. The final words of the commercial, a dream car for real life. This does a great job of reinforcing and contrasting the commercial's dream experience with the fact that Kia is a real and affordable car for a young couple that wants to be cool, hip, and in style. In final analysis, this commercial is a major shift for Kia, a company that originally targeted young families with children. In this commercial, not only did a single child appear, but some would even classify this as PG-13 and inappropriate for children. Thank you.